everyone feeling? How is everyone doing? Let me know. I see the chat is already going off. I see Jessica is in here. Reggie is in here. George, I see that you are still not feeling 110%. Sending you all of the healing vibes. You and Vicky. I see that you said Vicky caught it as well. So sending y'all all of the healthy vibes. So hopefully you guys can kick this sickness. Love and hugs right back to y'all. Maria is in here. Britt as well. Alaya. Micah is in here. Just Jane. International Reach. Great channel. Just Jane. I'm so thankful that you're here. Thank you for being a part and making this channel international. Miss Heather is in here. Tamara is in here. Christy is in here. Betty, I'm so happy you made it home safely as well. Melissa, Jody. Let's see who else. LH as well. Abby, Bex. Robert sending you love and hugs. Miss Jackie X, Carrie, Becky, hello everyone. Mr. Mraz, Jen B. I'm so happy that you were able to make it, Jen. You guys, we have so much to get into on this happy hour hang. Hi, Tammy. We're obviously going to recap the Oscars. We have a lot to recap there. We're going to talk about Demi Moore getting snubbed. Carla, Sophia, Gascon showed up. Have some tea about what went on inside the Oscars. Also, hi, Dave. Hello. We're going to talk about Kylie Jenner. We're going to talk about Courtney Kardashian addressing the allegation that Mason Disick is a father and has a 1-year-old love child. She finally addressed this rumor on her Instagram story, so we're going to get into it. Then we are going to break down all of this Selena and Haley tea. I saw someone bring up the Justin Bieber video of him smoking. We're gonna talk about that because he wasn't at the Vanity Fair Oscars party. We're gonna get into all of that. And then you guys, some tea that I'm not thrilled to have to discuss, but we have to do it because I am fair. But we have to get into this Taylor and Travis report that, I'll be honest, isn't great, but we're going to discuss it. We're going to sift through the tea. So we're going to get into it. Also, hi, Crimson Rose. Hello. Unserious said, my toilet is fixed. I plunged it. So good. I am so happy. Unserious. I'm so happy you got it all worked out. Glad to hear it. Maria also said Costa Rica representing. Maria, hi. Welcome. Also, Elizabeth. Hey, first time in the chat. How are you all? Elizabeth, welcome to the House of Hell fam. I hope you click that subscribe button. I hope you hang out with us and stay. We really have an incredible community here on my YouTube channel. We call ourselves the House of Hill. We get into celebrity tea. We get into life. I always say we tea together and life together, and that's really what it's all about. Also, too, something that I think is really unique about our fam that is not everywhere online, we like to have discussions, actual discussions, and we are free to share our opinions as long as we are respectful of one another. And I think that really has gotten lost in a lot of places online, except for, thankfully, here. Sorry, guys. I feel like I have like a fuzz in my, yep. I felt like I had a weird eyelash stuck in my lip gloss, but we're Gucci now. Let's see. Dave, Dave must have had a glitch. Dave, is it working? Am I clear now, Dave? Let me know. Also, Britt said today's a national day off due to the end of our Carnival Mardi Gras season here. I thought it was Sunday the whole day. Britt, live in that day off. I'm so happy that we have a happy hour hang that you can just chill and enjoy. Robert said, I was feeling down today, but now I'm feeling better now because I'm here for the happy hour hang. Robert, sending you love and hugs. Hopefully this happy hour hang can bring a smile to your face and positivity. You guys know I always say these happy hour hangs are our hour of the day to relax, just be in this present moment, kind of have a distraction for when life is lifing, and just get into some tea, get into some giggles, all the fun stuff. You know what I mean? Also, Joy, thank you for reminding everyone to give this video a thumbs up. Also, reminding people to join the membership. As you can see with the membership, you get a super chat once a month, which is pretty iconic. But aside from that, you get so much more. You get access to our members only live that happens every Tuesday. You get access to a members only video that happens every Friday. You also, what I think is the best thing, and the members can chime in here if they feel, but I feel like we're all on the same page about this. The group chat that you get access to with the membership is truly the best thing ever. If you love these happy hour hangs and chatting with everyone in the happy hour hangs, imagine that on steroids essentially, and all throughout the day in the group chat. It really is so much fun. Also, let's see. Oh, I missed it. Tamara said, Madison, hey girl, I'm home tonight. You're gonna help me clean tonight? Absolutely. You know, I'm all about a multitask, Tamara. Listen to this while you clean, and then I need to do the same thing. You guys, I actually have a lot of errands that I just put off this weekend and that I need to do. I need to go to the grocery store still today. I need to go to the grocery store. And I do need to vacuum and tidy up. I don't think both of those things, if I'm being completely honest with myself, are happening today, but the grocery store has to happen after this. Also, Jessica said, best thing I ever signed up, best 9 months with everyone in the house. This is a much needed live. Jessica, love you for that. I can't believe it's been 9 months because it really feels like this membership has been part of our lives for so much longer. So thankful for you always. So happy to have you in our fam. We're going to get through the Tayvis tea together. Tell Nan we're going to get through it together. Unserious said, never delete yourself. The snow is going back to... I also like your new pro pic, Unserious. Love it. Love it, love it. Also, Brianna, I'm doing well. How are you? Miss Heather said, ran errands all day, but y'all are here with me while I'm getting on my walking pad. Miss Heather, we both have our Deer Run walking pads. What did we do without them? What did we do without them? Also, hi, Cindy Lou. Hello, hello. Lisa is in here. Patty as well. Also, too, before we get into the Oscars tea, you guys, just a skosh of true crime tea that we need to get into. And this is for people who I guess are dialed in, but also if you're not, just let me know. Did anyone see that Casey Anthony created a TikTok? Also, hi, Crimson Rose, live, laugh, love that you're working and getting the tea. I literally was not expecting this tea today, but it's a whole thing. For those of you who don't know who Casey Anthony is, she was acquitted in 2011 of, she was accused of murdering her daughter. She was, again, found not guilty. All the charges were dismissed. It was a really crazy, crazy case. Like, I remember that summer that she was on trial watching the coverage wall to wall. That is where I feel like solidified my love for Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace covered the Casey Anthony trial like her life depended on it, called her top mom. It was also the summer before I went to college, so I feel like I have a lot of memories of the coverage of the Casey Anthony trial. When she was acquitted, I remember I was sitting in the movies and I had my Twitter alerts on because I knew that the verdict was going to be read, and I thought for sure she was guilty. Like, I thought 1,000,000% this girl was guilty. When she was acquitted, I was shook. Also, hi, Jelena. I didn't tell you hi. Hi. But she is now on TikTok, you guys, all of these years later, and she is saying that she is a legal advocate, okay? She said after being thrust into the legal spotlight, she's turned what many saw as a curse into a blessing. She said her new goal is to give people a voice and the right tools when they find themselves in a sticky legal situation. So just really quick before we get into the tea, I had to know, what do y'all feel, or how do y'all feel about Casey Anthony giving us her legal advice on TikTok? I mean, there really is a lane for everyone. You know she's going to blow up. You know people are going to give her attention. You know people are going to give her the follow. You know people are going to give her the views. I don't personally love it because, as I said, my opinions of her during the trial were not high. I've also watched so many documentaries since, and like her dad has spoken out and how she made accusations against her dad in an effort to, you know, help aid in her defense. I'm not a fan of Casey Anthony. I will personally not be turning to her for legal advice. Jody said, girl, keep it. Also, high camera gratitude. I just was honestly, I was shocked when I saw that headline today. And when I saw the TikTok, I was like, obviously, you know, the justice system felt that she was not liable. She was acquitted. She has every right to, you know, move on with her life and do this if she wants to. But for me, it just leaving a bad taste in my mouth, you know, I don't like it. I feel like you got acquitted. You should go live your life and be thankful you have a life to live, okay? The fact that you're now on social media, too much for me. That you're trying to be a legal expert on TikTok, too much for me, okay? Not a fan, not my vibe, not loving it. Color said TikTok should take her profile down if she did those things. Well, she was technically acquitted. She was technically acquitted. She has always proclaimed her innocence, and we have to respect it. Well, yeah, we have to respect it. We don't have to like it, but we have to respect it, you know? Also, Mr. Mraz, sending you prayers. I saw you got injured at your basketball game. Now you're at the hospital. I pray that your elbow heals quickly, and we are sending you all of the healing vibes. Unserious said, I'm uncomfortable with mothers who unalive their offspring. That is what she was accused of. Just not a fan. And I'm seeing in the chat, a lot of y'all are not a fan either. A lot of y'all are not a fan either. So just wanted to give you that little piece of true crime tea before we get into everything else. But you guys, we're gonna, like I said, talk about the Oscars. We're gonna y'all, is it back up? Am I good? My screen just went black. Are we good? Are we good? Oh my God, that panicked. Okay, that was so weird. It was a glitch. Okay, sorry you guys, on my end, like the screen just went black. That was the weirdest thing. I have never seen that before. Wild. Okay, I think we're good. Hi, Tabitha. Okay, we're gonna be talking about the Oscars. Like I said, Demi Moore, Carla, Sophia, Gascon, Kylie Jenner, Courtney, Selena, Haley, Taylor, Travis. I think it just went black on my end, you guys, but that was weird, and I'm so happy that it's fixed. We do already have 200 people here though, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Unserious said, did Thanos do the snap again? My sister would really appreciate that comment. Unserious would really, really appreciate that. Also, hi, Shabria. Okay. Whew, glad we're back, you guys. So, the Oscars. Overall, what did we think of the Oscars last night? If you're here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. So, for me, I feel like some of the most notable moments from the Oscars last night, obviously, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande's performance. Terry just said Madison with the Ariana Grande news. Perfect timing. I thought they did a fantastic job. Cynthia especially. Cynthia singing Defying Gravity will never not make me cry. Okay, she absolutely killed it. She hit the riff with absolutely no struggle, all ease. They both sounded amazing, but I feel like Cynthia, for me, was a really huge, huge, huge highlight. I'm seeing a lot of you say I didn't watch it, and let me tell you, you didn't miss much, okay? Overall, you didn't miss much. I feel like it started off with a bang, okay? It started off with Cynthia, Ariana. We were teary. We were living for it. Then Conan O'Brien came in with his monologue, and I will say his monologue was good. I feel like he's been getting a kind of a lot of slack for it. I thought it was pretty good. He made a joke about Carla Sophia Gascon's tweets, which I was not expecting. I thought the tweets were going to be something like Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, something that we shall not name. But no, he straight up made, honestly, multiple jokes about Carla Sophia Gascon's tweets. He talked about how in the movie Anora, they said the F word this amount of times, and that's the amount of times Carla's Sophia Gascon's publicist said the F word about her tweets. And then he like called Carla Sophia out and was like, Carla Sophia Gascon, if you tweet about tonight's event, my name is Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel, one of the Jimmys. And I don't think she really understood the joke that was being made at her expense, because she was like thanking him. And I was like, what is happening? I don't think she fully understood what was really going on. Unserious said, Ariana said she got her brain erased at a mental. Yes, she said that on the red carpet. People took that very literally, which maybe she was being literal. I don't know. Ariana did also tease new music on the red carpet, so that's exciting. I did also clutch my pearls when Conan O'Brien in the middle of the show made a Kendrick Lamar and Drake joke. He called Drake something that rhymes with Lena-phile, like straight up. And he was like, no, it's okay, I'm lawyered up. That about took me out. That woke me up, because the middle of the show was honestly a little bit of a snooze fest. That woke me up. Selena did great presenting, you guys. Her and Samuel L. Jackson, fantastic, fantastic job. Let's see, what else? Oh, the Adam Sandler joke. Adam Sandler crashed wearing his normal Adam Sandler uniform. He made, you know, the Timmy Chalamet reference from the Golden Globes. That was hilarious. I loved Kieran Culkin's speech. Kieran Culkin made a joke that his wife now owes him a fourth child, which I thought was hilarious. He was basically saying, like, my wife had no faith in me because she said, I'll give you a fourth baby when you win an Oscar. And he was like, time to pay up, which I thought was hilarious. On a not so positive note, Michelle Trachtenberg was left out of the In Memoriam presentation. A lot of people were upset about that. A lot of people were mad. On a positive note, though, I want to say, TMZ reports that she was close to closing a deal on a screenplay she was working on. So hopefully the deal will still go through, and Shannon Doherty was as well. There was one other person, I think, too. But hopefully this project that she was working on prior to her passing will go through, and I think that would be amazing. LH said they always leave someone out. I feel like you're right. Every year it's somebody was not included, which I did see some people on social media saying maybe her family didn't want her included, which sometimes happens. Obviously, there's no way of knowing. But social media felt like she should have been up there, and she was not. Unserious said it's a real thing they can medically erase. Yes, I know that they can do that as a treatment for sure. Okay, let's move on though and talk about some of the upsets. Okay, Demi Moore was a front runner for taking home the Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in Substance. She had done really well all award season. If you remember, she had her huge iconic moment at the Golden Globes and kind of talked about how, you know, everyone considered her a cookie cutter actress, just someone who was, you know, meant to sell films, not really win awards. And she had kind of given up on ever winning an award until this, you know, role in The Substance. She was a front runner. People were saying Demi Moore is going to take home the Academy Award. Sadly, she did not. She actually lost the role to Mickey Madison from Anora. Anora took home. Anora swept. She did post afterwards that she, you know, was celebrating with 2 big plates of French fries, which that's how I would want to celebrate too. Her daughters were, you know, uplifting her on social media saying, you know, you're our winner, you're amazing, you're, you know, the epitome of class. We do have a report from Page 6, you guys, where a source shared that Demi is, also hi Delphine, really upset about her loss. The insider said, quote, Demi is taking this loss very hard because she felt like this was finally her chance to take home an Academy Award. But of course, it was a huge disappointment not hearing her name be called. The source also shared that a lot of people came up to Demi at the Vanity Fair Oscars after party to show their love and support for her work. Also, hi JP Love. I was definitely a little sad that Demi didn't take it home. You know, I really loved this whole notion of her kind of having this comeback. You know, she is in her 60s, doesn't look like it. She looks absolutely amazing. Kind of having this role of a lifetime, revive her at this point in her career. And I am so happy for, obviously, Mickey Madison, who won. I heard in Anora, she was amazing. Demi was in the movie Substance with Margaret Qualley. But I was a little sad. I was a little sad that Demi didn't win. Also, I know people are upset about Cynthia Erivo not winning. I think Cynthia will win after Wicked Part 2. I think Wicked will do a lot better at the awards shows during awards season after Wicked Part 2. I don't think they're going to give everything to Wicked 1 when they know Wicked Part 2 is coming out. I want to watch Anora after last night and literally swept everything. Also live with Marissa, screenshot moment. Yes. Okay, ready, Marissa? 3, 2, 1. You guys, shout out to Marissa, always making sure I look good in the screenshots. I don't know what I would do without her. Truthfully. Robert said, I was happy for Zoe winning Best Supporting Actress, but I thought Ariana was going to win it. But again, I'm happy for Zoe, even though people weren't happy about Zoe winning. No, they were not. No, they were not. Which, let's talk a little bit about Carla, Sophia, Gascon, Amelia Perez, that whole situation of it all. If you guys are here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, can you please go ahead and do so? We have over 230 people already watching, and I know y'all want to tune in to the Kourtney tea, the Selena and Haley tea, so give this video a thumbs up. It will help people who haven't gotten their YouTube notification get their YouTube notification. Selena individually did not win anything, and also Jelena, for anyone who's like, Madison, I did not watch the Oscars, literally do not even have one bead of upper lip sweat because y'all didn't miss that much. And anything that you might have missed, I'm filling you in on right now. So don't stress. I'm filling you in on anything you might have missed that's important. So Carla Sophia Gascon, after her whole Twitter controversy, did show up at the Oscars last night. She did not walk the red carpet, which not surprising. I know people were kind of questioning, is she going to, is she not? Is she going to take pictures with the cast? She did not. She just literally showed up inside. Obviously, she didn't win for Best Actress, as I was just telling you guys. And Amelia Perez, I think the only award they took home was for Best Score for the song. And everyone was kind of cringing at the people who won, at the husband and wife duo, because they started singing their song during their acceptance speech, which, whatever, it's their moment. If they want to sing up there, I say more power to them. It's literally their dreams coming true. But yeah, people were really roasting that on social media. But moral of the story, Amelia Perez did not do as well as people thought, especially given the fact it was the most nominated film. Did not do as well as I think Netflix was banking on. I'm like, Netflix spent a lot of money during kind of the Oscars campaigning and had very little return on their investment, if you will. Unserious said I was snubbed at my elementary school awards too. Unserious, we've all been there. We've all been snubbed for an award. Like I said, Conan O'Brien made several jokes at Carla's expense. Also, too, you guys, she had security with her at all times, which I thought was interesting. Insiders told Page 6 that Carla was seen getting up and going to the bar in between, which is very normal during breaks. Celebrities are allowed to get up and go get themselves a little beverageino. And when she was seen at the bar, she was always with her agent, a Netflix publicist, and a security guard. Which, if she was not able to go anywhere without her agent and a Netflix publicist, that tells me Netflix was doing the most to make sure no one from the media was coming up to talk to Carla, and she was not in any position to give a statement to anyone regarding anything. The fact that they had a Netflix publicist with her at all times and her agent was there too tells me they were like, girl, you will be showing up, you will be smiling, and you will not say a damn word to anyone about anything regarding your tweets. So the fact that they were in the audience during those Twitter jokes, I can only imagine how the Netflix publicist and the agent were feeling during that time. Also too, I saw someone ask, did she sit with the cast? So people were kind of moving around constantly throughout the show. At one point, Selena Gomez was sitting behind her, and they were photographed talking. Selena Gomez is the only Amelia Perez cast member who Carla was seen speaking to. They were photographed talking. The internet blew it up. People were not happy to see Selena being cordial with her. People were saying it was awkward. It was a very brief exchange from what it looked like in videos and photos. I think Selena was in a tough spot because she just happened to be behind her at that time. Carla turned around, started speaking to her. I don't really know what people wanted her to do. She was, prior to them actually having an interaction, Selena was trying not to make eye contact, but it happened. Again, she was sitting behind her. She turned around, she spoke to her. I don't really know what people wanted Selena to do in that moment. If Selena snubbed her and didn't speak to her, people would have had something to say about that. Selena was cordial to her, said hello. Again, the interaction was very brief. People have something to say about that. I feel like in that situation, Selena was damned if she did, damned if she didn't. Personally, that's just my 2 cents. Live and let live, exactly. I also saw you guys asking about, was Carla like a threat to Carla's safety maybe with the security? I think she probably felt that way, for sure. I think the security guard was there to protect her safety, obviously, but also I think the reason why those 3 people were around her were mainly to minimize, again, in my opinion, any sort of PR nightmare, PR risk, because she was already a PR flight risk just walking into the building, to be honest with you. Let's see, Song of the Fierce said, to be honest, celeb award shows make me cringe, make their millions while teachers and firefighters struggle, have their spritzy awards, but don't expect me to watch and fawn. Totally fair. 1,000,000% agree with you. They did highlight some of the LA firefighters last night, which was nice to see, but Song of the Fierce, I don't think you're alone in feeling that way. I think a lot of people feel that way. I try to look at it through the lens of some of these people are achieving their biggest lifelong dream. And I think because I love seeing people achieve their dreams, it makes it a little more palatable. Also too, I feel like I have to watch to fill y'all in. So that way, for those of you who don't want to watch, you can just be like, Madison, give me the highlights. But I won't lie. The last night was not fully wall-to-wall of entertainment, okay? It lulled. I'm not gonna lie to anyone. There was a part where Mama Hill and I were like, we are just ready to put on our Chicago PD. Because y'all know, well, members know this. I've been on a Chicago PD kick, and Mama Hill and I were like, it's a bit of a snooze fest. I also think, too, it's gotten very political, which, you know, again, people are looking for an escape when they watch certain things like this. It doesn't offer that escape anymore. I feel you guys. I hear exactly what you're saying. Award shows are not quite the same as they once were. Personally, I used to love, like when I was younger, the VMAs were it. I used to love the VMAs, the MTV VMAs. And now I feel like it's just not the same. Like the VMAs were, for me, my favorite award show, for sure. Mr. Becca said, yes, Zoe Saldana won Best Supporting Actress. Also, a little added tea on that. When Zoe went up for her acceptance speech, people were pointing out that she did not mention Carla or Selena in her speech as she had done previously. I think she didn't mention either of them because she didn't want to draw attention at all. Like, I think she was like, I can't mention Selena without people being like, oh, she didn't mention Carla. And she was not going to mention Carla at all because then that's exactly what her speech would be. That's what people would be talking about, not necessarily her speech. She said castmates, which I felt like was like a general overview of everyone. I don't feel like it was necessary for her to individually call them out. You know what I mean? So shout out to Zoe. I know a lot of people felt like she shouldn't have won. People don't like Amelia Perez for the reasons they don't like Amelia Perez. But Zoe Saldana got to accomplish one of her dreams last night. And I think that that's amazing. Her whole family was there. Her husband is very good looking. I personally love Zoe from Crossroads, Center Stage, 2000s movies era. But she absolutely killed it last night, and all the congratulations to her. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Really quick talk about Kylie Jenner. Then we're going to get into Kourtney. Then we're going to get into Selena and Haley. I saw some of you asking, Madison, did you see Kylie at the Oscars with Timothee Chalamet? I sure did. Also, I just need to say I liked Timothee Chalamet's yellow suit, okay? People were absolutely dragging the man for rocking pastels. People were saying his suit looked like the one in Taylor Swift's Me music video. I don't think that's a dig. There, I said it. I liked the pastels. I thought he looked good. I was here for it. Obviously, him and Kylie had, you know, a few PDA moments inside. It was pretty much exactly what we've been seeing at every award show that Kylie has gone to with Timothee Chalamet. I do have to give Kylie a little shout out here for being respectful to Mama Chalamet. When they went to announce the category for Best Actor, which is what Timothee was nominated in, Kylie went and switched seats with Timothee's mom. So Timothee's mom could sit by him in the front row while his category was announced. Kylie sat behind him. Obviously, Timothee did not win. It went to Adrian Brody, which if he would have won, he would have been the youngest person to win that award. So close to making history. He still has a very long, successful career ahead of him. I don't doubt that he will win an Oscar one day. But I have to shout out Kylie for, you know, that respectful moment, kind of letting Timothee share that with his family. His whole family was there. Got to shout her out for that. And after, you know, it was announced that he lost, he did turn around. She gave him a kiss. She comforted him. Then he kind of was holding her hand. He gave his mom a hug. Shout out to Kylie. You know what I mean? They were also allegedly all over each other at the Vanity Fair Oscar party, after party. Timothee was allegedly seen, you know, talking with Kendall, talking with Kim. So hopefully those reports about, you know, Kylie's sisters feeling like Timothee snubs them. Remember, we got those for a couple months. Hopefully we won't hear any more of those now that, you know, publicly he acknowledged them in an environment that is his own. Hopefully Kim won't feel like, you know, Timothee thinks he's better than her. So hopefully all of that will be well. Marie said, how long have they been dating? It'll be 2 years in April. So much longer, I think, than I ever anticipated. I don't think longer than I anticipated. That is a statement. I think a lot of people didn't expect them to last this long, but y'all, I kind of think they might be in it to win it. I don't feel comfortable saying like engagement, marriage, but at least long-term committed relationship. It will be 2 years in April. So We shall see. Miley, hi. You have not missed the Tayvis tea. You have not missed the Tayvis tea. We're about to get into Courtney tea, then Selena and Haley, then Taylor and Travis. Color said, when I first heard, I was like, give it a few months, LOL, but they're working. Good for them. Miss Jackie X said, I mean, Crimson Rose said, he is still better than her. And then JP Love said, I'm happy for Kylie. Jody said, what were Kim and Kendall even doing there? So Kim and Kendall show up at the Vanity, well, they're invited to the Vanity Fair Oscars after party every year. They are there every year. The Vanity Fair party isn't a post-Oscars event. So I know a lot of times people are like, why are non-actors there? It's just whoever Vanity Fair invites, that's who obviously shows up. And every year without fail, Kim and Kendall are always invited. It is very it also pretty much aligns with the Met Gala. Usually, similar people are invited, so that's why they were there. Unserious said, Kylie want to be old Hollywood so bad, but she Walmart. I thought she looked good last night. I thought her dress looked good. I thought she looked good. Again, I felt like at least she allowed him to have that moment with his family, you know? I try to give credit where credit is due, because I feel like I criticize so much all the time that I gotta give her credit where credit's due, but I hear what you're saying, Unserious. It was not vibing for you. Okay, Stylist Beauty said, sorry, Kylie's dress was giving Fashion Nova. So, colors, we're getting, oh, you said Old Hollywood from Shein. Shein, Fashion Nova. So, not everyone was feeling Kylie's look. But let's go ahead and move on and get into this Courtney Kardashian tea so we can get into the Selena and Haley of it all, because I know y'all are waiting for that. If you're here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. So y'all, Courtney Kardashian over the weekend, and I think she strategically did this right before the Oscars, hoping that the people who needed to see it would see it, but it wouldn't blow up too much. Because obviously once she addresses something like this, it gives it more life. It kind of goes from just what people are talking about on the internet to all of a sudden it's mainstream news. So Courtney Kardashian finally addressed the allegation that Mason Disick has a love child, has a 1-year-old daughter, and that he is a father at 15. Now, for those of you who are like, wait, what, Madison? What was the internet saying? Last week, there was this rumor that was running wild. We did address it on Wednesday's Happy Hour Hang. There was a rumor based on a Instagram account that people thought was Mason Disick's like private family friends account. There was a rumor that he got a girl from his art class pregnant and that he had this 1-year-old daughter, that he was calling it a failed protection baby, which y'all know if you watched last week's Happy Hour Hang, I was like, this feels crazy. I know 13-year-olds can get 13-year-olds pregnant, but this feels wild. I think people are going wild with it. People probably need to reel it in. I did say I felt like Mason was entitled and kind of a, you know, bratty kid, but I didn't necessarily think that meant he was capable of being a dad at 15. Anyway, that's kind of the backstory. Now Courtney is, I'm laughing. Jelena said, girl, I believed it. I don't care. Courtney is addressing it, and here's her statement. I rarely address rumors or conspiracies regarding myself or my family, but this is about my child. And it feels wrong to let anyone think for a second that the lies are remotely true. They are not. Mason does not have a child. These accounts that pretend to be him are definitely not. They are fake. She went on to say that her son values his privacy and she is asking the media to be respectful. She said he is a kid with feelings and a beautiful life ahead. Please stop spreading false narratives and spinning lies. She then sent a message saying, quote, and to all the other people making videos about my kids who are, by the way, minors, please stop and leave them alone. I will say I'm happy that she addressed it head on. this is where sometimes I feel like Khloe Kardashian falls short in addressing rumors. Like, she never fully says, no, this is not the case. I love that Kourtney put it out there saying, Mason does not have a kid. Okay? Everyone, relax. This is ridiculous. He's a minor. Stop making up rumors. Stop making up stories. He does not have a kid. Cut it out. Cut it out. I feel like she addressed it, honestly, the best way she could. JP Love said, Maddie, I think they watch you, LOL. I remember you said they should be addressing this. And the reason why, JP Love, thank you. I also believe that too. The reason why I was saying she needed to address this is because the videos were starting to get out of hand. There were other creators, other T channels who were using this situation to obviously cash in, which that's the nature of the world we live in. I get it. I personally didn't choose to do a full video on it. I just addressed it during a happy hour hang because I felt like it was such a crazy conspiracy. I didn't feel fully comfortable, you know, like making several videos about this. Y'all also know I said it makes me uncomfortable to talk about minors. It gives me the ick. It, like, in that context, I told y'all that's why, like, it's hard for me to watch Euphoria because they're supposed to be high schoolers and they're doing some crazy stuff. And I'm like, I feel like I shouldn't be watching this. I said, you know, I can't believe I'm old enough to even be talking about Mason Disick possibly being sexually active. Like, that was weird to me. So I get Kourtney's anger, I get Kourtney's frustration, and that's why I was saying she needed to address it, and I'm happy she did, because now it just hammers it home. It's not true. Everyone stop. And it was a crazy, obviously crazier things have been said. I think this also coming on the heels of Bad Baby and Alabama Barker, it was just a lot of noise, and Kourtney was probably like, y'all can keep blabbing about Alabama and Bad Baby, but you guys cannot be out here spreading that Mason Disick got a girl pregnant at 13, you know? I feel as a mother, that is where I would also be hammering out Instagram statements. Would I have let it go for a week? Absolutely not. The moment I saw it picking up traction, I probably would have been like, y'all are psycho, and absolutely not. But she did it in her time. Again, I think the reason why she kind of waited until right before the Oscars is because she was hoping the people that needed to see it saw it. But she also knows the moment she puts it on her Instagram story, this goes from being something that's talked about on YouTube to being talked about on TMZ and People and Entertainment Tonight. I think she was trying to minimize that as much as possible, but it needed to be done, you know? Unserious said, celebs watch Madison, especially Hailey Bieber. I mean, I take it as a compliment. I take it as a compliment. And that's why I always feel like I stand by what I say. And I never feel like I'm disrespectful. Like, I feel like I always just comment on the situation at hand, you know what I mean, and give my opinion. And that's why one day when we're face to face with all these celebs, I can be like, yeah, I said what I said. I did what I did. And it probably won't even be a surprise because some of them are watching already. You know what I mean? Delphine said, having an off day, forgot my lunch in the air fryer. Delphine, nothing worse. Nothing worse. Okay. Let's move on from Kourtney and Mason. Happy that she cleared it up. Happy that that is no longer a thing. And get into the Selena and Haley tea. We have over 300 people watching. If you're here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up, please go ahead and do so. We are getting into the Selena and Haley of it all, and I know that's why a lot of you are tuning in. So let's go ahead and get into it. Really quick, I wanted to read. Shayla said, I'm late, but just got out of surgery. It's been a long day. So glad I made some of it. Shayla, so happy you're out of surgery. Please rest up. Sending you all of the resting, healing, and positive vibes. and you are here just in time for the Selena and Haley of it all. So you guys, Selena and Haley both attended the Vanity Fair Oscars party. Of course, they were both wearing black dresses, so you know. Oh my God, they're matching. They're not matching. A black dress is a classic. Anyway, I'm serious. Haley, remember when you didn't say Selena and call her daddy? Never forget. The ex. Justin was noticeably absent, okay? He did not show up with Haley. I will say this isn't entirely shocking. The last time he attended that party with Haley was in 2023, and he didn't walk the carpet. He just showed up inside. Actually, if y'all remember, he wore a blanket around him inside the party, and a lot of the headlines were like, Justin Bieber wears a blanket inside the Vanity Fair Oscars party. Not surprised that he didn't show up. Again, he has not shown up for her at that party since 2023. And given the discourse that's going on about Justin, are we surprised? No, we're not. Julie K, thank you so much. Happy Monday, Madison and fam. After a long Monday, I was excited when I remembered about the happy hour hang. But seriously, Friday, anyone? Julie K, I think Miss Jackie X can weigh in on this. There's something going on in the stars. The stars and the moons, astrology is off. Because I've been feeling off today as well. I've been feeling off actually like the past 3 days, I feel like. Like emotions running high. So I'm so happy this happy hour hang came at the perfect time. I'm happy to be here when life is lifing. And 1,000,000% already ready for Friday. Going to Disney again on Friday, and I literally can't wait. My little cousins from Texas are coming in town. It's going to be so fun. Anyway, also, I saw a lot of you asking about the Justin Bieber smoking on his Instagram video. Justin Bieber posted a video where he was smoking some legal substances. Again, THC is legal in the state of California. He is legally allowed to smoke that and post it on his Instagram. Whether or not we think it's a good look, whether or not we think he should be doing that, it doesn't matter. Technically, it's legal, and he did post that on his Instagram. I think it's a culmination of things why he didn't show up at the Vanity Fair Oscars party. He knows what people are saying. He didn't want to deal with it. Again, he hasn't attended the party with Hailey in 2 years anyway. He rarely shows up at these events with Hailey. Hailey's used to going to these things alone. As you all know, I have said, I would not be cool with my husband always making me do this kind of stuff alone. You know what I mean? Like, every once in a while, sure, we have our own stuff going on. You know, that's life. But I don't love that Hailey is always showing up to these things by herself, especially when there is always the narrative of, is something going on with their marriage, especially right now with what's going on with Justin's health, what's going on with their marriage, are people encouraging her to leave him? I would have been like, I would love for you to show up to just shut everyone up, but again, didn't happen, and as long as she's okay with it, who are we to say otherwise? You know, woe is Bree. Thank you so much. Mads looking gorgeous as always, my fave journalist. Woe is Bree. Thank you. Love, love, love. I'm serious. Justin doesn't like Hailey, no ring, no baby smells me, or baby sells me. Justin doesn't like Hailey, no ring, or baby sells me. I think he just also doesn't like the public, especially right now. I think we could add that on there too. But there is also now this report about Selena avoiding Hailey at the Vanity Fair Oscars party. We actually have two reports to get into. The first one's coming from the Daily Mail, where a source said, quote, there was no way Selena wanted an awkward photo and for everyone to write about it the next day. The source went on to say it was her night. She was a presenter. Her film Emilia Perez was nominated. She wanted to focus on that. The insider went on to say, quote, if they ran into each other, she would say hello because Selena is a friendly person. She just wanted to avoid being photographed with her or near her because then 100 stories are born. Selena took a picture with Hailey in the past and it didn't feel right. Remember that? I'm going to tell you about this Life and Style magazine report, but that to me was a major piece of tea. Similar sentiments were echoed in this Life and Style magazine report. This insider said, quote, Selena looked gorgeous and felt amazing at the Oscars, and she wasn't going to let anything ruin her special night. This insider went on to say that Selena has gotten better at avoiding drama, and that means falling into any traps that could cause any negative buzz or unnecessary anxiety for her. I got to give it up to Selena. I feel like these headlines are making the situation sound so much more dramatic than it is. All these headlines are like, Selena Gomez avoiding Hailey Bieber. No. I mean, she was avoiding her, but I don't think it was like this big production in avoiding her. As the source said, if they ran into each other, Selena would have been cordial. She would have said hello. She just preferred not to, because Selena knows that we are messy, nosy people out here, and that if we saw them talking, if we saw a photo, everything would be about Hailey and Selena, and nothing would be about Amelia Perez, Selena presenting, all of the good things that happened last night in her career. No one would be talking about that. It would be about this constant Hailey versus Selena narrative. Now, what I did find interesting is how that Daily Mail source noted that Selena took a picture with Hailey in the past and it didn't feel right. Because that photo that they took at the Academy Awards gala was such a moment. Like, it was the biggest deal. Their mutual friend, who is really good friends with Selena, oh my God, the blonde. Why can I not think of her name? The blonde girl, oh my God. She's in the documentary. Someone remember her name. Why can I not remember? Anyway, Raquel. Thank you, Marie. Raquel is a mutual friend between Selena and Hailey, and she kind of orchestrated that photo op between Selena and Hailey. And I think it's interesting that this source said she did it in the past and it didn't feel right, because that photo was looked upon as such a huge moment. It was after Hailey's Call Her Daddy interview. It was this whole big thing, and everyone was like, wow, the girlies are peaceful. And if you remember, I always said, just because Selena and Hailey took a photo together does not mean these girls need to be best friends, does not mean these girls need to go to lunch. It simply means, shut up. We're fine. Stop pitting us against each other. But I always said, just because they took a photo, why does that mean the internet's trying to make them best friends? If I were Hailey, I wouldn't be besties with Selena. If I were Selena, I would definitely not be besties with Hailey. So I just thought it was interesting that the source noted how that didn't feel right to Selena, because it was her friend who kind of orchestrated the photo op. It was right after all that drama. I always was a little unsure about it all. Like, I obviously did a video and I was like, I'm so happy that they did this. Hopefully it'll end, the comparisons, but I think it just means they're cordial. And that just kind of solidifies it for me. And also it makes me kind of feel bad that Selena didn't feel good about that. That she was put in a situation and she didn't feel good about it. JP Love said, is Raquel the one that shows up in Selena and Chef? Yes. She's one of Selena's closest friends. And she has mutuals with Hailey. Unserious said, I don't trust Selena's friend. She's a fake snake for that. I know a lot of people did not love Raquel after Selena's documentary either. You know what? Selena considers her a good friend. Selena feels like she is a ride or die. Trying to respect that, obviously. But I have to say, shout out to Selena Gomez for setting the boundary. Also, having self-awareness to know, if I run into Hailey tonight and any photo is taken or it leaks that we're talking, it's going to be about that, and I don't want it to be about that. I want to protect my peace. We need more of that. Like, shout out to Selena for having the awareness, doing what she needs to do to maintain her zen. I respect it. I personally respect it. Also, one other tidbit, the insider added that Selena's gotten better at avoiding drama, and that means falling into any traps that could cause any negative buzz or unnecessary anxiety for her. Shout out to Selena. I think we should applaud people who protect their peace, not drag them for it. Just my opinion, just my 2 cents. And to be honest, I know that these reports are coming a lot from Selena's POV, but I guarantee Hailey is also thankful that her and Selena did not cross paths, okay? Hailey, girly pop, has enough on her plate. Enough on her plate with the discourse about Justin, being a new mom, taking care of Justin, running a business. Girly has enough on her plate. I don't think she was wanting a run-in with Selena either. I think both of them were like, you stay over there, I'll stay over here, and we're Gucci. You know what I mean? Jelena said, girl, Maddie sounds exhausted just imagining it. I do, because y'all know, if there was a blurry shot from somebody's iPhone of these two girlies talking, we would be having a much different conversation right now. Much different. And then I'm laughing. Shayla said, I never realized until last night that Benny is a short king. Sel was towering over him. I think I've talked about this before. One of my best friends, the Spicy Girls, y'all know my childhood friends. We have the matching chili pepper tattoos. My friend Milena swears by a short king. Swears by a short king. She says short kings have better personalities because they haven't been able to rely on their height to get them, you know, girls, men, whatever. So yeah, my friend swears by a short king, and Benny does have a hilarious personality, so just saying. Jelena said, Sel loves her some short kings. I'm just saying it's a pattern. I'm dead. Absolutely, absolutely dead. Okay. Oh my God, we got to talk about Taylor and Travis. Sorry, this is going a little long. This is a lot of Taylor and Travis tea. So y'all know I always say we can't write off Radar Online. And I can't just believe that when it's something I want to report on. I have to be fair and give y'all the tea, even if it's something I don't want to be hearing right now, okay? Just know that I'm always fair. I try my best to be fair. So we're going to sift through this new Radar Online report about Taylor and Travis. I'm not going to lie to y'all. The headline is dramatic. Similar to a Life and Style in Touch. You know, sometimes they like to do the dramatics in the headlines. So we got to sift through the tea, because the headline is making it sound a lot worse than what I think is actually going on. So this Radar Online source shared that, quote, up until now, Taylor and Travis have been the ultimate power couple, shining together in the limelight, but whispers are swirling that maybe they've hit a snag. This insider continued saying, quote, apparently her team is worried they've been overselling the relationship. Sources say it's been a tough pill for them to swallow, leading to some pressure to keep their work lives separate. The source went on to say that Travis has caught a lot of heat for not giving his full focus to his team, and Taylor getting booed at the Super Bowl is something her team didn't love. This insider said, quote, the vibe seems to be shifting and people on their teams are suggesting they both need to safeguard their brands. Apparently Taylor's team specifically is advising her to lay low for a bit, which doesn't sound like Taylor is super happy about, because the source said, quote, it's got to sting a bit like a sense of guilt she hasn't earned. This insider said the whole situation is causing a bit of weird tension between her and Travis. And the source pointed out how anyone would find it awkward to be part of these conversations of when you should be seen in public, when you shouldn't be seen in public. You know, maybe you guys need to cool off to kind of regroup on your own personal brands. Those are awkward conversations to have. That is obviously not an obstacle that people need to be dealing with in every relationship. You know what I mean? This Radar Online source did also mention that Blake Lively is part of the reason why she's laying low. She obviously, we've heard this time and time again, she's personally not loving being brought into the lawsuit, and you know her team is not happy she's been brought into the lawsuit. So I kind of feel like it's this cooling off period that's happening right now. Not necessarily that they're cooling off in their relationship, but cooling off for maybe being out in the public eye as much as we saw them before. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I just think it sounds a lot worse than it is. You know what I mean? Zaya said, who's your top 5 music artists and fave genre? My top 5 artists? Oh my gosh, that's a really hard question to just answer off the top of my head. Obviously, I love Taylor Swift. Top 5 artists, like, ever? That is a really, really hard question to answer. I feel like right now I'm listening to a lot of Taylor. I'm listening to a lot of Gracie. I'm listening to a lot of Selena. I love Call Me When You Break Up. I love, oh God, I love Benson Boone. I love Noah Kahan. I love, you guys know I also love Nelly, right? I love 50 Cent. I love Rihanna. Like, I also love me some Keith Urban. I love Post Malone. Like, my genres are really all over the place. I am someone who genuinely listens to almost everything. Love Sabrina. That's really hard to narrow it down to 5. Usher. Thank you, Marie. My God. You guys know I've always said Peace Up, A-Town Down is going to be the first song played at my wedding reception. I love Ed Sheeran. Even though Miranda Lambert has kind of turned into, like, not the greatest person as of late, I was a big Miranda fan. Always loved all of her music. She delivered a lot of hits. Wow, sorry. That question was hard. Hard. Back to Taylor and Travis. LH said the booing was political and Eagles fans were just wrong for doing that. Taylor's brand is fine. Her fans are loyal. I think the only thing that hurt Travis was being spanked at the Super Bowl. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000% for sure. Miss Jackie X said, this is why we can't have nice things, baby, because people are just poop heads and take beautiful things and try to destroy them. I think her team is a little worried that it's become a lot about, like, Taylor Travis. And with all the things going on, they're like, let's just kind of chill for a sec and not be so public like we were. Which, again, isn't a bad thing. Also, they had huge years. You know, I think taking some time to just be themselves and kind of chill and lay low, not a bad thing. Unserious said, insecure men costed us Tayvis and the election. I'm dead. Song of the Fierce said, why I don't like celeb award shows. I still love all your tea. Hope I didn't dampen. Oh my God. Song of the Fierce. Never in a million years. Hope I didn't dampen the discussion. Enjoy what you enjoy. Maybe the talk show comes soon. Oh my God, Song of the Fierce. No need to apologize. Honestly, I always tell y'all, don't feel like you have to watch anything. I'll watch and fill y'all in so you can save your time. Never apologize. Talk show, manifesting, but also to something we do have control over. I'm trying to plan coming live to y'all much more. My schedule's starting to get a little crazy, so we just got to work that out. But Song of the Fierce, no, absolutely no need to apologize. And yes, more hopefully coming soon. Terry Bell said, Madison, you like Nicki Minaj? Love Nicki Minaj. Nicki is an icon. How could you not? Jelena said, okay, but to be fair, they're just now worried about it. I think the reason why they're just now worried about it is because Taylor's done with Eras, right? During the Eras tour, there was so much distraction because everyone was so focused on the Eras tour. What are the mashups? What is she doing? What shows did Travis go to? Everyone was so hyper-focused on Eras that really they had no need to ever stress. But I think now that that's over and the Grammys are done, pretty much all of the TTPD of it all is done, that's probably now with this Blake Lively situation, I think that's why the concern is happening of like, we need to make sure we're preserving the brand. And Travis did get a lot of flack for the Super Bowl, as he should. He played like absolute garbage. I love the man. Y'all know I do. Love the man before he was dating Taylor. But Travis did not play good at the Super Bowl, okay? It was embarrassing. We got our behinds kicked. His head did not feel like it was in the game. That is not Taylor's fault in the slightest. I know that, y'all know that. But not everyone has two brain cells that work, and a lot of people are blaming Taylor for that, which is unfair. Not at all true. But I think that's also partially to why, you know, their teams are like, let's just chill for a sec. And it's not bad, you guys. It's their team saying, let's chill for a sec when it comes to the public is not bad. And I honestly think, even if it's creating some awkward conversations, which it probably is just because these are not things that happen in normal relationships, I don't think this is going to be the demise of Taylor and Travis, okay? I think there's also probably a part of them that is like, thank God we can just fly under the radar. They just went on vacation together. We know they had a private date night. They are fine. They will be fine. But they're just going to lay low for a little bit. Lay low. Oh, Jackie said Travis was sick at the Super Bowl. Yes, I know Travis was sick at the Super Bowl. I know. But still he didn't play great. So, and again, you guys know I love that man down. I love Travis Kelce. Have been a fan of him forever. But yeah, he just didn't do great. Also, I just saw y'all say Dolly Parton just announced the passing of her husband. Sending all the love, thoughts, and prayers to Dolly, her family, friends, and fans. Oh, Dolly. Dolly, 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 Dolly. Miss Rebecca said, he wasn't the only one on the team who played badly. He had a major part, but so did Mahomes and others. Oh, Miss Rebecca. Trust me, I know. I am a Chiefs girly. I am not putting the blame on Travis. We collectively played like absolute garbage. And if you go back to my happy hour hang the day after the Super Bowl, I really got into everybody. You know what I mean? The whole team, except our defense. Our defense slays. Our whole team, minus the defense, dropped the ball. Literally and figuratively. Also, Joy said, I need to know what I missed. Why is Miranda not good as of late? Oh, Joy, people have just said, I saw someone else ask about this. People have just said that Miranda Lambert is kind of rude. Like, she called out women for getting up and taking a selfie during her Vegas residency. She's done this a couple times, like called out audience members for having their phones up, taking selfies. And people felt like she was rude. And honestly, the couple times she did do it, it was low-key kind of rude, okay? I mean, the women who got up in the middle of her singing did cause a distraction. It was like a Vegas residency where everyone was sitting and these four women are like up taking a selfie. The etiquette wasn't there, okay? But the way she addressed it was a little abrasive, and it's not the first time that she's done it. So because there's multiple instances, not great. Again, fully aware that she has had some rude moments, but I also can't lie. I will say I was a much bigger fan of her older stuff, like before she had these rude moments. When she was in her, like, she just used to be amazing. Like, she would talk about on stage, like, I'm not a size 0. We're here to have fun. I'm that girl's girl. Like, let's have a good time. Really, yeah, before her divorce from Blake Shelton. I saw her probably before her divorce, probably like 3 times. And it was a good time. It was a good time. Unserious said Miranda Lambert is a Karen. Her bar in Tennessee is ass. I haven't been to her bar in Tennessee, but TBT to when her current husband was there and flirting with girls at her bar. And then these young girls called him out on TikTok. Anyway, so that's like some tea with Miranda Lambert. So some extra tea that nobody asked for, but obviously always happy to deliver. Yeah, the thing about her husband was crazy, and I'm pretty sure we did talk about that on a happy hour hang. and I dragged the man. I was like, the audacity of this man to be doing shenanigans in his wife's bar and then be called out by young girls on TikTok. Like, are you serious? Anyway, enough about Miranda. Taylor and Travis are fine. Even if they're just laying low, we know that they will get through this. As I've said, life deals you a lot of difficult cards. Taylor and Travis, if they can't get through this, then they won't last. They will get through this and they will last. It's just her team stepping in and doing what needs to be done. His team stepping in, but they will be fine. They will be fine. All right, you guys, that is all the tea I have. Sorry, I know this was kind of a long happy hour hang. Thanks for sticking with me. The fact that we still have over 277 people watching, and I have been talking for well over an hour. Y'all are icons. If you're here, can you pinky promise me that you're going to show up on Wednesday? You will not regret it. We do these happy hour hangs Mondays and Wednesdays, 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. More coming soon. So please, 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 if you're here right now, if you're still watching, I see you, 272 people. Please tune in on Wednesday at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, stick around. Also follow me over on Instagram and TikTok at I am Madison Hill with 2 Ds. You guys have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your evening. I hope you have a fabulous day. Yes, Joy, thank you for reminding me. If you are considering joining the membership, just do it. I promise you will not regret it. It is truly so much fun. Amanda? Why would I ever? Amanda said, are you mad at me? Oh my God, I would literally never be mad. Oh, because you said Tayvis is fine? Oh my, oh, Tayvis is fine. Like Tayvis is Gucci or Tayvis is fine? Either way, 1,000,000% never mad. Never mad, Amanda. Could never. Y'all, I really don't think, I would never, ever. No. But thank you, Joy, for reminding. Yes, join the membership if you're considering it. I'm trying to hit a goal of 200 by my birthday, which is April 24th. So please definitely consider. Also, members, I'll see you for our members only live on Tuesday, aka tomorrow, aka at noon Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, y'all have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your day. I love every single one of you. I do my best to keep up in the chat, but please never take it personal. I do my best, and I love you all. Never in a million years would ever be mad at anyone. Have a fantastic rest of your day, you guys, and I'll see you all next time.